There are two 84 rated cards in this game that are absolutely fantastic. The first one is Dembele from Barcelona. This guy is clinical, he's sublime, and he's a dream to use in FIFA 20. The second one is Bernard from Everton. He is fantastically great and so fun and clinical. Let's go. First game is upon us in FUT Champions, and he understands FIFA. He has got himself 84 rated Bernard, who could be the best 84 rated player in this game. He's so great, and yet again I continue to just leak goals in Weekend League. However, the fight within me is never ever going, and my god, Griezmann is fantastic, showing why I should not have sold him. And then again, I just didn't defend well here, to be honest. It's a good save, but then unlucky to get the rebound conceded. 2-1 down though, and right back at him we go, and this is a really nice goal here by Antoine Griezmann. Look at the just dribbling mechanics here he can do, and look at that finish, guys. You just can't deny he could be one of the best players in this entire game. And then in the 36th minute here, we get the ball to Griezmann again. And I mean, look at this. Brilliant, calm and composed finish there. Whenever you do like a through ball like that, make sure to go to the outside when you make that touch. That way, the defender can't get near you. And Bobby Firmino is just, again, stunning. However, yeah, my defense, I've got to say, guys, was not really on point in this entire Weekend League. And it showed here, like, I just didn't think he was going to score that. However, a bit naive of me there. This guy was a good player, though. Really tough. And by the way, I managed to play at this level when I was getting severe lag. You probably can't even tell, but on stream when I was playing for Champions, the lag was so unbearable. It wasn't actually the servers. I think it was because I was streaming gameplay potentially, but usually it's a bit faster. Still though, had to get used to it, no complaints, and we get the goal there again with Griezmann, whose middle name is Clutch. So, he then gets a goal which I should have defended better. So again, 4-4, guys. And then I was like, you know what, let's turn on the Jets here and look at this for a goal. Antoine Griezmann, I believe, has got a hat-trick, again, at least. And he oozes brilliance in every single game. And he just displayed there why I have him in my team. And then we had to defend well there to get the win. So we do get the win there, guys. And we are now at 5-0 in FUT Champions. So great start. However, I didn't feel like I was playing on my best at all. Great in terms of finishing, but you've got to play well in every kind of area within the Weekend League. And by the way, there's been so much talk about the EA servers, and this weekend for me was actually a good weekend for servers. Last week was so terrible, so I was surprised to get to 14-1 in the last Weekend League. In this Weekend League, you're going to see some just mad gameplay, but the servers were mostly quite surprisingly good. I'd always say if they're good or bad, and yeah, they were actually quite decent for a change, and what a great username he had there on stream. So yeah, this guy Cliver, Lacazette, Cam, Fabinho, Sissoko, and look at this from Dembele. I love that card so much. But bang! Bernard, top left. I absolutely adored that finish. I think I was watching the replay on the stream because I couldn't believe how nice that technique was from Bernard. But another reason for you guys to get Dembele, he always just seems to find the right pass. And Griezmann's dribbling, man. He's so brilliant. It's just unstoppable in game to go up against Griezmann. He's so great, but look at this from Bernard here. I think I scored this one. So nice goal there by Bernard, some nice step overs, and people do not use step overs enough at all in the Weekend League. A massive tip and trick for you guys is to learn how to use step overs, and once you finish doing like 3 or 4 step overs in a row, then obviously cut inside or outside depending where you are. So I want to give you guys tips and tricks, and I'm so motivated for this narration. I was saying to Hattie before I did this narration, I was like legit so buzzing to get this video done for you guys. Another big FUT Champions highlights video, but great start for that guy nearly, and he nearly got the goal there to make it 1-0. Got a bit lucky though, woke me up a bit, and then bang again, we get it to Griezmann, and he gets a bit lucky there, and we get the goal with Dembele. And again, like I kind of stuttered, finished that goal, if that makes sense. I kind of held off pressing shoot, And I love that camera celebration. So Dembele again showing why I've got him in my team. Great pass there by Wijnaldum. Do not underestimate some of those key small passes. Firmino's in here though, guys. He gets in, and then I think we do get lucky again here, which has not been my thing. I've not really got this level of luck as of late. But Dembele, I mean, again, the guy doesn't seem to miss. And I can't believe I'm saying that about a guy who's... Has he even got 80 shot? On a real level, has Dembele even got 80 shot? Let's have a quick look at the same time. I cannot remember if he's got 80 shot on his card. No, 79. 79 finishing in game. And obviously with the chem style, that'll be improved. But still, like, I'm surprised how many goals Dembele seems to score. And this was, though, again, a really tough game. I didn't defend this well. I think next time when I'm defending that, guys, a bit of a tip for myself there is to focus more on the goalkeeper, take control off PK there, I think it was. Now it's time to tell you guys all about the ratings out of 10 I'll give each individual player. So starting with the goalkeeper, David De Gea. By the way, look at this great goal by Wijnaldum. De Gea, I'll give it 8 out of 10. Wasn't as great as Ter Stegen. Had a few more rebound goals noticed as well. However, his reactions are really nice. But you know what? Very good performance from De Gea. 8 out of 10. PK, again, I'm going to go 9.5. Really, really impressed by PK. To be 10, you've got to be Van Dijk or Militao, but still, PK was amazing. Ramos, 9.5 again, same as PK. Maybe better than PK, but I thought, you know what, they both played great. Let's give them the same rating. I think they were both amazing, actually. Left back, Alba, was outstanding. I'll give him a 9.8. I was really surprised by how fast Jordi Alba is. The amount of times he'd be out of position, man, and then just track back like a man on a mission. Semedo, I'll go for like an 8.8. His positioning let him down. However, again, his pace does make up for it, and good at going forward as well. Firmino, centre mid, was a 10. He was stunning. So clinical in front of goal. Always tracking back as well with that good engine on him. And yeah, I'll give Firmino a 10 out of 10. He was brilliant. Wijnaldum, 8.5. Not quite the card I expected, but still did a good job. Nowhere near as good as Fabinho, but still did a very good job at intercepting some key passes. I'll give him an 8.5. Who else? Bernard, 10. Dembele, 10. Both unbelievable. By the way, look at this, guys. Brilliant from Bernard to get back in that game. That was a really tough game, by the way. I was 1-0 down, and this guy was a very, very elite level player with possession. So good, but this was good play by him with, again, Mbappe. Should have really given a penalty there. I got a bit lucky. But anyway, we continue going here, guys, and he does actually make a mistake there. Gives it to Wijnaldum. Bernard is on the ball right now on the left wing. He sees Wijnaldum again. Calm and composed pass. Bang! We make it 2-1. Really nice gameplay there from Firmino, Bernard and Wijnaldum. Who else? Griezmann, 11 out of 10. I wish I could give him more ratings. Griezmann is one of the most incredible players I've used in FUT Champions. He's so fantastic at just scoring goals. Who else have I missed? Guardiola was brilliant. Oh yeah, De Jong. Honestly, guys, I'm probably not going to buy De Jong again. I'm going to give him like a 4 out of 10. I didn't like De Jong, to be honest. I felt like his passing could have been a lot better. And obviously, he can't really score that well. And just didn't seem to be that interested almost. He's a weird player for my ultimate team. Just didn't seem to want it enough almost. It's kind of a strange thing to say about a FIFA card. But, you know, you look at Griezmann, right? He's fighting for every goal. Whereas if De Jong lost the ball and at right centre mid in a 4-3-2-1 formation, he just didn't seem that bothered. He didn't seem to track back that well. His passing wasn't as good as I expected. His dribbling was nice, but it just didn't do enough. And when a player doesn't do enough, guys, you've got to get rid. So I'm going to go for 4 out of 10 for De Jong. And I think I reviewed everyone. Firmino gave 10. Guardiola, he's really impressed me as an icon. So I'm going to give him like an 8.9. However, he could be a 9.4 soon. Anyway, that is my honest reviews. De Jong was a brutal one, but had to be said. De Gea, again, 8.8, and was a very solid keeper, but not quite as good as Ter Stegen. Anyway, this guy gets a very nice start here. He's a very good player. You can tell by the way he's playing there. He made it 1-0. And again, another tough game. I'm getting no easy matches here, guys, on the road to glory. Like, usually you'd have 1 or 2 in the first, I guess, 10 games. I didn't really get any, but really nice play there from Bernard and nearly got a rebound goal. However, 72nd minute, look how patient I had to be to try and get a goal here, guys. Wijnaldum's on the ball, gives it to Guardiola. Pep gives it back to Gini. Gini gives it back to Pep. Pep gives it back to Gini. And again, we keep on passing around his defence like a possession play. I'm not normally like this, but we had to do it. Firmino gets a bit of luck, gives it to Wijnaldum. Pep again is on the ball, dragged back. Firmino, bang! Have some of that! Let's go, Bobby! Brilliant goal there by Firmino, guys, and that's how you've got to play sometimes in FIFA. I cannot lie. Playing against a possession play is one of the most boring things you can do, but the way you play against them, honestly, a massive tip for you guys. This guy was dominating the game for the first 20 minutes. I paused it, then all I did was unpause it, make sure I pressed team press on the D-pad. By the way, look at this pass. Bang. I got really lucky here, guys, by the way. Look at that. I think if he went for the ball, he would have been offside. I think that's why he left it, but I was like, why the hell is he leaving it? That was why, I think. But yeah, make sure to team press any possession player. They won't know what's hit them. But is this offside? I always forget the goalkeeper rule thing where like it's the goalkeeper, the last player. I always forget it. Is that offside though? Would he have been offside? Why did he leave it? Luckily, I did press L1 and it went to Insigne, who... Oh, wait, my God, Insigne is a 9.8. Brilliant super sub. We get a good save there, though, guys, in this really tough game. And again, though, whenever there's a possession player, guys, I want to make sure you know this. Make sure to team press them. That way, they cannot really do possession as efficiently. And if you don't do that, they'll just dominate the entire game. But as you saw, he did have better possession there. And we make it 9-0, which is amazing for a Road to Glory team. Coming up against some very nice teams. We're going to be facing Lionel Messi soon as well. Again, brilliant team there. Vardy, Mane, Griezmann, CDM. But my God, look at this dribbling from Griezmann. And by the way, how many times did I get the ball back in this situation? That's twice. That's 3 times. Nearly 4. And we still didn't score. I thought that was a goal, to be honest. Anyway, I had a lot of chances starting off in this game, but just wasn't clinical. This guy got the deserved lead. And another tip, guys. Like, again, I mentioned last time about being calm. Like, you're seeing this game right now. I'm 2-0 down. Still be calm. However, another big tip is just to make sure you don't lose focus. Don't be rash and, like, dive into every tackle because you're a bit mad. I've got so many friends who are like, oh my God, I went 14-9. I was, like, 10-1. That happened this weekend with a few friends, actually. And they were like, I just couldn't handle it. The difference is keeping calm. Because if you waste negative energy on a negative situation, such as conceding a goal, you're going to play negatively. You're not going to play to your capability. Even if you're hammering and peppering the goal with your shots and stuff and they're not going in, just keep calm, keep going. And that's what I had to do here. This was in the last 15 minutes, guys. We mounted an incredible comeback here. Nearly got the goal there with Bernard. I really felt like I should have scored that, but I can do better there for sure next time. And again, look at this, man. Bernard, give him 2 chances. He'll score at least one of them, and he does get one there to make it 2-2. And yes, guys, I did say incredible comeback because we may have done something amazing. So I saw this guy dummy the ball. I was like, you know what? Screw this guy. Let's go and get this win. I went with a narrow formation. Formation changes do help a lot in this game. We get the through ball there to Insigne. Kept on sprinting. I think he thought it was going to cut inside, and we make it 3-2 to get to 10-0, guys, in the Road to Glory. 2 weeks, I believe, on the bounce, as Insigne seems to become a ghost and runs through the linesman right there. But this wasn't over yet, by the way. Like, I nearly conceded a goal right there if he got the through ball off, but he didn't. And we make it 10-0. And I'm telling you guys, every game from like 5-0 to where we are now at 10-0 was so tough. I've seen some people mention about the skill gap in FIFA. I don't see it right now. I think there is a skill gap for sure. You've got to just keep your calm, keep your composure. And another big tip as well. By the way, I went and bought Mike Labelle, aka Sabitzer, Mike Sabitzer there from Leipzig. I bought him, right, to replace De Jong, but Guardiola was so impressive, I didn't even use him, so I'm going to sell Sabitzer shortly. So yeah, make sure that you change formation when, say, you're getting beat 2-0. Make sure you change something, because if you keep doing the same thing, I mean, it is the definition of insanity, right? If you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, you might go insane. Anyway, we go a bit insane here because we've got 7.5k in the bank in my Ultimate Team, which is great for the Road to Glory. And to be honest, I didn't even know that was like a reward, so I'll very happily take that any day of the week. But there is Sabitzer right there. who is a very good player in this game. I mean, look at those stats. They do speak for themselves. I did have him on my main account, and I just didn't really use him on the Road to Glory. Now, this guy was a very good player, and I had a feeling he would be because he's got that freaking Ben Yedder card, who is so lethal in this game. And the 4-4-2 formation's really underrated. However, we get a bit lucky, guys, getting a rebound there and getting the ball back, and a weird finish by Firmino. Didn't think he was going to score that. I was like so surprised. Sometimes they are the most amazing goals in a way because you don't expect them, right? However, my defending in this game, I think I was just a bit tired. I was playing this game at like, was it? I think it was 1 a.m. or maybe midnight. I just wasn't playing that great, to be honest. This guy deserved to be in front. Usually that wouldn't happen. PK would then hold off and get that ball. I just dove in there too much, and I know what I did wrong. Next time, got to be more patient. And he made it 2-1, and then luckily De Gea made a fantastic save there. And then I was so surprised at this. Look at this great pass from Dembele. Great ball roll, and then Griezmann with his just amazing dribbling again gets the goal to make it 2-2. And then we get the ball to Griezmann again, ball roll, and then eventually we hit the post there with Griezmann. Very unlucky there. And then he gets a ridiculous finish. I don't know how that went in the 114th minute. I thought this could be game over, but again, guys, never give up. How I am not losing here, I do not know. The resolve I've got, the calmness I've got as well. Look at this, guys, 118th minute. Nearly messed up here with, I think it was Griezmann, and then Insigne does a nice ball roll. Griezmann gets it again, and guys, how lucky did I have to get here? Really lucky, but Griezmann does not miss it on the second opportunity. Makes it 3-3, and guys, we are going to penalties. The first time you've seen penalties, I believe, on my channel on FIFA 20. Nearly got the save there. Still not really sure what the best method is with penalties. You'll see some maybe decent penalties in this gameplay video, but yeah, I don't know what the best way of scoring is. Apparently, if you like tap the shoot button and finesse shot it, it's the best way. That guy, I think, was doing that, and they were going top right, top left. This was actually a nice penalty by Insigne. I kept making this guy go the wrong way. And then it was, I think it was Toko Ekambi, the man who scored the nice finesse shot, gets a down the middle penalty there, and nearly got that one. I do not know where I was trying to aim that. Sabitzer, though, scores in the centre. I did not think that was going to go that way. So 3-3 in this penalty shootout. Because it's Sissoko, I predicted he's going to go down the centre because his shooting isn't that great, and we were nearly right. He actually scored a great penalty there. Count me as surprised. Griezmann, the man who's been clinical, managed to miss that penalty. So if this guy scores, he is won, and we are going to be 10-1. And yeah, you can guess where it's going, guys. You can guess. We're going to save it. De Gea gets the save. Bernard, though, steps up. This guy has to score to make sure that he's clinical, and he does. Bernard gets a bit of luck there. The goalkeeper did not go the right way. Guardiola this time, guys. Where is he going to go? He's going to go down the middle. We have the chance to win. Sudden death. Wijnaldum. Surprise me. And oh, surprise me, he does. By the way, look at the centre of the pitch. What are they doing? What are they doing? I do not know. However, more importantly, guys, we are 11-0 in Foot Champions. This is amazing. Do your players do this, guys, when you have a penalty shoot? Do your players do this like mine did in a penalty shootout? You might not realise it, but there's a weird glitch where the players just run around like they're playing a weird game in primary school. It's a really, really weird thing right there. But yeah, Ramos and the rest of the team are going to be mad. It's like they're trying to put the team off, right? Taking the penalties. Maybe that's the case. Anyway, 11-0 is wonderful in a Road to Glory, to be honest. Again, another great team. Yes, he's got Lindelof. Yes, he's got Socrates. However, again, this guy could play. If you've got Salah or Lucas in your team and for champions, then I know you can play. Very good players in game. However, very nice drive back there by Firmino. Griezmann's on the ball. Never give him that much space, and he makes it 1-0. Again, 5 minutes in, and already Griezmann scored. There's something about this hashtag United kit. It just seems to stand out, doesn't it? It's a very nice kit. Anyway, he makes it 1-0, and we then concede a really annoying goal, to be honest. It was just, I was dominating this guy However, if you don't take your chances, man, there's always a possibility the opponent could get a goal. And this was the free kick glitch. I was trying it again, and it still works. They haven't patched it yet, man. I'm expecting a patch in the next few days. Gorgeous goal here, though, by Dembele. I mean, that's a great pass. I love the patience there to wait for Dembele. You guys obviously want tips and tricks to improve this game, and I'm going to give another one. Make sure only to ever go for the pass or through ball pass when your play is open. The amount of times I see opponents just go for the pass way too early. Be patient. Don't force a pass when it's not there. Anyway, we get the ball to Griezmann here, and he's actually injured at this point. And I get the ball back to Dembele, who is really running low on fitness. Look at this dribbling, man. Bang. And nearly got the goal to make it 4-1. However, we do win, and we make it 12-0. So that was actually a really good game that against a pretty good player, if I say so myself. And we go into the next game with hope that we continue this streak. However, I'm going to show you something very amazing. This is, you know what? This pretty much now is, guys, the Road to Glory, like, episodes rolled into one. So this is like for Champions highlights. However, it also obviously is 0 to hero, as it is my Road to Glory account. And this was during Squad Battle Rewards. I was bidding on like 10 Pepes for 700 coins, and I got them all for 700 coins. He sells for 5.5k. Look at the effectiveness of reward bidding. Guys, that's not a joke. As you can see, incredible work there on the transfer market to get Pepe at that price. Honestly, I was so pleasantly surprised that I managed to win. But look at that. 2-1. We have another Pepe, and it was incredible. We kept doing that for like about, 20 minutes, and we made about 40k in that time. So it goes to show, man, like if you guys just bid during Squad Battle Rewards or for Champions Reward, it is so beneficial. Anyway, we're ready for the next game. And just like the Weekend League last week, we keep having to fight to get wins in the Weekend League. I've had no easy game this entire Weekend League. And this guy, Neymar, Messi, Michael Ballack, Hernandez, Cam. Bit of a strange team, but I mean, Ultimate Scream Ibra with the Hunter chemistry style. Like, yeah, this guy plays FIFA. Wijnaldum, red play pick. But anyway, who cares? Whenever I go up against a team like this, I'm always like, oh, let's just get Dembele at them, get Bernard at them, and they'll do the job. And they do. That's my favourite goal in the entire Weekend League. I do not know how I just dribbled like that with Dembele. But if you do know, then comment down below. Was it L1R1 dribbling? Was it just the left stick? The way he just cut back so fast was mad. Great dummy. Again, dummies work really well in this game. And gorgeous pass there to Firmino. And was really calm and gets the goal. And then this guy rage quit. So it was amazing. This was like, I think this was at about 2 in the morning last night. And yeah, Firmino again scores, making this guy rage quit. So unlucky to that guy, but honestly, I played great in that game. I can't lie. 13-0. Guys, can we have my first, I think, ever flawless Weekend League? This guy, though, had a very good team with Nainggolan, Drogba, Aguero, Allen. As soon as I saw that Nainggolan card, I was like, yeah, this guy is going to be a good player. I've got a funny feeling about this one. And he had a very solid team. Aguero's great in this game, as is Lucas. But I've managed to get some good defending here. But I think it was Semedo, but then he lets himself down and nearly concede. So again, you know what? Maybe I'm underrating how good David De Gea is, because the amount of times he saves me, man. Anyway, this guy makes a bit of an error here, I think. So he gives the ball right to Wijnaldum. And when someone does that, I get a bit excited. I can't lie. I've got to just take my chance. And Griezmann, bang, look at that for a goal. Is that the goal of the Weekend League? Let me know in the comments down below. But for me, oh my God, that just personified a perfect FIFA 20 striker. Griezmann's got the skill, he's got the speed, he's got the agility, he's got the great dribbling, got great finishing. There's nothing wrong with this card, but great bit of luck there to get the goal to make it 2-0. And guys, that will help us get to our goal of 14-0. And Griezmann again here, bang, near post finishes. Guys are so overpowered in this game. Another tip. I'm giving you guys so many tips and tricks here. Hopefully they can help you improve. Anyway, this guy did play well in the end. He made sure to try and get a goal there, but couldn't quite get it. And then Griezmann, watch this. Bang! L1, fake shot. We get behind the defender, and he will not miss there. Griezmann gets the final goal of the Weekend League. And I wanted to celebrate there to just really sink in what we've just achieved. Guys, the improvement we're making on this channel right now in terms of gameplay is really significant and making some big steps here. We are 14-0 in the weekend league, and I decided to stop there, guys, as it was like 3 in the morning. I was very tired. I wanted to have a rest day the next day, and yeah, we're 14-0, and we're going to leave it there. What could we have achieved? I think we could have achieved Elite 2 again, like 25-4, that kind of record, potentially, maybe even better. But I think next week in League, I'm going to focus more on the Road to Glory. Well, I focused as much on the Road to Glory, but I mean, I'm going to just focus on the Road to Glory in the next week in League on the Friday, because I've been playing on my main account on the Friday, getting loads of games in, then Road to Glory on like Sundays. So maybe I can definitely balance it better, but it's not always easiest when you want to have a life at the same time on a weekend. Anyway, Bernard, absolutely wonderful. Cannot be stressed enough how good he is in game. Does way more than just getting goals and assists. Is always in the right position. 98 agility, 99 jumping. Griezmann, amazing again. I don't even need to like tell you guys how good he is in game now, because you know how great he is. His agility and reactions and ball control really do go a long way. I actually thought Dembele had better balance stat, but still, you got, again, don't let stats deceive you. You might look at his card and think, he might not last the whole game. I'm telling you, Dembele seems to last the entire game, and is quality going forward. So good at dribbling on the ball. Wijnaldum right there was very, very good this week in League. Very good just in terms of defence. I don't like Wijnaldum going forward, but I let Firmino do the talking. And again, Bobby Firmino, guys, 10 goals in 14 games for a left centre mid tells you all that you need to know. So, hopefully you've enjoyed this big FUT Champions player review video. We reviewed 2 amazing players and shown you some, well, a lot of gameplay. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Do leave a like for more of these kind of videos, man. 14-0 is crazy on a Road to Glory. Leave a like for more, subscribe, and who's your Player of the Week?